Hi friends, my name is Chiwendo and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys how to make this beautiful wrap trouser. This is what I achieved after I made mine. So if you are interested in this, please stay tuned until the end of this tutorial. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on your post notification to get notified once I upload a new video. Now guys, let's get started with this tutorial. So first of all, you're going to have to fold your fabric into four, and to fold you're going to use your waist circumference divided by 2. So my waist circumference is 38 inches divided by 2. I have 19 inches plus 3 to 5 inches extra. Okay, I hope you understand. So you can see on top my table, I've folded into 4 equal halves. So fold into 2 and fold again. All right. So I'm trying to show you the width of this my fabric, which is 22 inches, 19 plus 3 inches. And the length, I'm going to remove my band 1.5 inches and then measure down to 42 inches, because the length of this wrap trouser is usually very beautiful if it's to the floor length. Okay, so ensure that yours is to the floor length. Okay, now to start cutting out from the folded part of my fabric, I'm going to go in by 4 inches, and then from my waistline I'm going to divide my hip circumference by 4 and then mark my crotch length. Okay, now I'm making use of 11 inches because my crotch length is not supposed to be too tight. Okay, so I have 11 inches right there. By the time I add 1.5 inches for my waistband, I'm going to have 12.5 inches. So what you want to do is divide your hip circumference by 4 and add 1.5 inches to 2 inches extra for your crotch length. And once I was done with this, I'm going to cut out my crotch. Okay, now to cut out your crotch, first of all, you have to come out by 1.5 inches diagonally. This is to ensure that your crotch doesn't go too deep. All right. So guys, once you are done cutting out your crotch, what you want to do next is ensure that your edges are equal. Okay, so I'm going to check it. So now I notice that they are not equal and I'm trying to trim them to be equal. Okay, now this is a chiffon. I will advise that if you're working with a chiffon fabric, make sure that you are using your pins. Okay, so now I'm done trimming and I'm trying to check if they are equal. Okay, now next thing you want to do is you can come up by 6 to 8 inches and then give it a nice curve by the side. Okay, but for mine I'm going to leave it straight. All right, so once you are done with this, go ahead and open up your fabric. So right here, what I should have now is just 2 pieces. So you can see I have the first piece and then place the other one on top. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and sew around the crotch using 1/2 inch. But before I sew that, I'm going to ensure that I place them right side facing each other and then use my pins to hold it down in place. Can you see what I'm doing? So because this is a chiffon fabric, you need to work with your pins regularly. Okay, so I'm going to go sew it using 1/2 inch, just like the one I'm showing you. So I'm here on my machine. I'm going to sew around the crotch, and you can see I'm sewing this using 1/2 inch. Now once I'm done sewing this, I'm going to hem the edges. Okay, so what I did was to first of all weave it and then just fold it once. Now if you don't have a weaving machine, you can fold twice. All right, so for mine, I weaved it first of all and then hemmed just once. So I'm going to continue hemming because we are going to have about 4 sides to hem. Okay, so after hemming the two parts of the one piece, you're going to hem the two parts of the other side. I hope you guys understand. Now once you are done with this is what you should have. So you can see. Now what I'm going to do next is go ahead and open it up. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you what I did right there. That is the hemming that I just did. So once you open it up, this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to input my darts, and to insert my darts, I'm going to use my nipple to nipple measurements, which is 4.5 inches. Okay, now after I'm done marking out the width of my dart intake, I'm going to go down to 5 inches, which is the length of the darts. So once I'm done placing this, I'm going to go join it on my sewing machine. All right, so the usual way we used to hold in our darts, that is how you're going to do yours. Okay, so you can see after I marked that 4.5 inches, I went ahead to mark out half an inch on both sides. All right, and then I'll go right to my sewing machine and hold in my darts. All right, so I'm going to do this on the both part of my trouser, which is the front and the back. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and hold my darts. Okay, so the same length I'm using for the front, I'm going to use for the back, because actually we don't know the front and the back when it comes to wrap trouser. Okay, so I've joined my darts, and this is one part of the darts I'm trying to show you. So I'm going to bring the other side so that you guys can see. I'm really sorry you might not be able to see clearly what I'm trying to show you because of the nature of the fabric. The fabric is a floral material, so you might find it difficult. Okay, now once you're done with this, go ahead and cut out the band. Okay, now your band should be enough to go around the waist of your trouser plus extra 20 inches. Okay, just enough to tie around your waist. So here I have the length of my band to be 2.5 inches, and then the length is enough to go around the waist of my trouser and then also go around my waist. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fold my band into two just to locate the middle of my band. Already we know the middle of the trouser. So what you're going to do next is place the middle of your band into the middle of your trouser and then pin it up. So you can see that after pinning it up, you have enough to go around your waist. Okay, so what you want to do is start from the back of your trouser and sew using half an inch. After you sew that, go ahead and turn it over and then top stitch. Okay, so once I'm done with one side, I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. So guys, you can see I am done fixing in the bands. Now I'm going to go ahead and top stitch to the front. Okay, remember that I sewed the bands from the back, so I'll flip it over to the front and then top stitch, and make sure to follow the step I'm showing you right now to do that. Okay, so Now you can see I am done top stitching that, and this is what we have. You can see how beautiful this is looking already. So guys, I'll go ahead and wrap this up on my waist so that you guys can see the finished look of this wrap trouser. Okay, so now to style this, you are either starting from the front and then wrap it over to the back, or you start from the back and bringing it over to the front. Okay, so you can see, I hope you guys found value in this tutorial. If you do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done yet, and please guys, kindly share this tutorial so that more people can get to learn from it. I will see you in my next one. Bye.